Hello everybody and welcome back to this rather late second episode of House of the Dragon. Apologies, I've been in America, so we haven't had a chance. How's it going, Jez?
It's alright, yeah. I've managed to stay away from any spoilers while you've been away.
I was going to ask you, have you managed to stay untarnished?
I've stayed away from all of the Twitter tags and any clips on YouTube, and I've certainly had the itch to watch it. So you only arrived back today. I was quite eager for us to watch it.
Shall we jump straight into this because we've waited too long as it is? So let's jump straight into episode 2 of the House of Dragons, the Rouge Prince. Right, are you ready to go, Jess?
I am. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go in 3, 2, 1, go.
Have they changed this theme tune slightly?
I think they've changed it a bit.
There's some, it's.
Well, I don't think we saw it properly last episode. I don't think we didn't see all of this last episode, did we? I think it was we didn't really get this full opening. We got the music, but we didn't get this full opening. Oh, that don't look good. That would really be creepy. My brother Simon is terrified of crabs.
That foot's twitching. Shipwreck.
4 ships have now been lost. The last one was flying my banner. I want to seize the stepstones and burn out this crab feeder.
I am not prepared to start a war with the Free City.
What reason does the crab feeder have to fear us?
Crab feeder.
The king's own brother has been allowed to seize Dragonstone and fortify it with an army of his gold cloaks. Daemon has squatted there for over half a year without even a protest.
Oh, so it's been half a year since the last episode then.
Yeah.
You have dragon riders, father.
Fucking burn them.
Yeah.
Send us.
Why don't you take the princess to see about the new King's Guard posting, Lord Commander?
Don't think that guy who won the tourney could be in there, do you? Do you know the one who...
Yeah, possibly. Do you reckon he's been overprotective because he's...
Well, that's all she's got, right?
Lost family left, right and centre. Yeah.
Looks like a smug motherfucker.
You might thank him for his loyal service, Princess.
We thank you for your loyal service to the crown.
She needs a bit of teaching.
Yeah. She's so bored, bless her.
Do any of these knights have combat experience beyond capturing poachers?
There we go.
There we go.
Called it.
You saw combat in the Stormlands.
I fought for a year as a foot soldier against the Dornish incursions.
He is Dornish, though.
I choose Sir Criston Cole. My father should be defended by a man who's known real combat.
Well, yeah, that kind of makes sense. It shouldn't even have to be said, really. That's the thing, it's all about manoeuvring politics, right?
And Sir Criston's investiture then.
It is truly wondrous what you've built.
Oh, no.
Do you believe that Westeros can be another Valyria, Your Grace?
The glory of old Valyria.
I don't really know anything about Valyria. I feel like it's something I should know.
No, I don't either. 1,000 dragons.
So that's where they obviously
pretty,
so that's where
insane.
They originally come from, right? All the Targaryens and Valyrians.
Tell me, how is Rhaenyra? I think she might find it difficult to discuss personal matters.
It will take time. It did when I lost my own mother.
And now you've got a new daddy.
I wish she would approach me.
What if you went to her? You do have such an easy way about you, Your Grace.
It's only been half a year since my mother died. And already they tried to marry my father off and replace me as heir.
Yeah, they're clearly going to try and marry your dad off to her.
What if your father
Yeah.
wasn't married?
Soon I'll be your mum.
Yeah, she's going to feel there's some trust broken there when she finds out she's been...
I want him to see me as more than his little girl. Mine own father does not know the language of girls either. When I wish to talk with him, I know that I must make the effort.
Mum. She's going to really feel played.
Might I speak plainly, Your Grace?
At the moment, the crown is perceived as being vulnerable.
Join our families.
Oh, God, everyone's trying to marry the kids off to him.
Great surviving
Yeah.
Targaryen house.
You could not ask for a stronger match than Lena.
Your cousin's daughter, is that legal?
Well,
most days, anything is fair game, won't it?
That's about as distant a relationship as they ever get to.
Yeah.
We haven't spoken much since...
I loved your mother very much.
As did I. Today at small council,
Paid no mind.
I thought I might have had some insight.
You're young.
But
You will learn.
Yum, yum, yum.
Well, you've got to get maggot. You've got to get the maggots in the wound, haven't you? They eat the mank.
This is our best chance to save the digit, Your Grace.
Oh, his finger's now gone.
The maggots will remove the dead flesh and hopefully stop the advance of the rot.
I held an audience earlier today with Lord Corlys and Princess Rhaenys.
Such matters must be discussed with a small council.
That is what I'm doing.
The Lady Rhaenyra is young.
What about your daughter, mate?
I dearly loved my own lady wife. The pain of her passing still haunts me. But I do not envy you.
You look at you're playing a different tune now, mate, aren't you? Mate.
What is
She's about 11.
She's well young. Fucking hell.
What's it like flying?
What?
It would be a great honor to join our houses.
No.
I would give you many children.
Oh, I feel so awkward to watch.
Is that after you finish playing with your dolls?
What did your mother tell you?
That I wouldn't have to bed you until I turned 14.
14?
God damn. Next to her mate looks middle-aged.
It bothers you, does it not?
My father is a king. It is his duty to take a new wife and strengthen his line.
I did not ask for a lesson in politics. I asked whether this bothers you.
Rhaenyra is your daughter, princess. Does it bother you?
Should do.
Of course it does. But I understand the order of things. I'm not sure you do.
Off.
Whether it's to my daughter or to someone else's, your father will remarry.
When I'm queen, I will create a new order.
Men would sooner put the realm to the torch than see a woman ascend the Iron Throne. And your father is no fool.
I was going to say that.
70 years.
And watch a female Targaryen put the city to the torch.
Yeah.
The small council is urging me to remarry. As Balarius
An infant.
offered the hand of
She's only just got to have nappies.
the Lady Rhaenyra. I must admit, I don't know very well.
She's a child.
I'm sure that she is good and kind. And that she will enjoy your company, as I have.
With his illness, though, he's not going to last until she's 14.
Yeah, well, we did. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there we go.
Oh dear, here we go.
Daemon. The prince left a missive, which I believe might explain.
No.
It is the pleasure of Daemon Targaryen, the Prince of Dragonstone and rightful heir to the Iron Throne, to announce that he is to take a second wife in the tradition of old Valyria. The prince has invited you to his wedding.
My brother wishes to provoke me.
The realm is watching, Your Grace.
Scorio dromon Daemon leitas.
Wait, did they say that they'd taken that he took the egg that was meant to be for her brother
for his son, I'm guessing,
brothers?
Yeah. Yeah. She's an intelligent one, isn't she? She knew what to ask for there. Oh dear.
Will you see the king tonight?
20 of your best.
So I wonder what she would think of the king if it wasn't for her dad basically telling her to go. You know, the way she just put that, you know, that if you wish it.
It's the trouble with power struggles, isn't it? You don't know whether they're being genuine when they're chatting to each other or not. But the king seems like quite a nice guy.
Maybe a bit.
And she seems quite a nice person as well.
You never know what people are playing, do you?
No.
Are her conversations with him genuine, or are they completely just because of her dad, you know, making her?
Welcome to Dragonstone, Otto.
Is she the one who was in the last episode, who was basically just a
It's a Crispin, wasn't it?
Perhaps my prince recalls when I knocked him off his horse.
Yeah.
You've come for the egg. Here it is.
To choose violence here is to declare war against your king.
Oh, it's about to kick off.
He's got a dragon there with him. I wouldn't be like too cocky if I was Otto. Such a badass looking dragon as well. I love the red. Fucking look at it. Oh, it's mean looking.
Oh, right.
What's this? Oh, there we go.
Oh, shit's going down. Dragon fight! I mean, Syraxis is a lot bigger than hers.
Yeah.
I'm right here, Uncle.
So she isn't pregnant.
The object of your ire.
Just trying to make a point.
If you wish to be restored as heir, you'll need to kill me.
He's a mean-looking bastard, but I think he does have love for her, doesn't he?
He seemed to.
They seem to be quite close, don't they?
They definitely did, yeah. Oh. Wish we were about to boil it up for a minute there.
That's good for her to do it in front of those men as well. Yeah, I don't know the names of the dragons yet, but yeah, that red dragon looks like
so the red one is called Caraxes. So
right,
yeah. So I think it's Syraxis. So you've got Syraxis and Syrax, just to make it more confusing. Where's my egg?
I'm sure that's the council room, and they have the big dragon table in there.
I have been sold this property more times than I care to count. You are Targaryen. You can afford to play your stupid games with the king, but I cannot. I came to you to be liberated.
From what?
Fear.
I really like Matt Smith in this.
Yeah, he's good, isn't he?
Yeah.
I have come looking for an unencumbered opinion. Rhaenyra Velaryon.
What's Daenerys like?
She is 12.
You should wed Rhaenyra Velaryon, Your Grace.
The princess has returned from Dragonstone.
Dragonstone?
Oh, she gonna be in the shit now.
You fled King's Landing without a word. You could have been killed.
May I sit?
No word for shut up.
Yeah.
Sit down, old man.
And retrieve the egg without bloodshed. A feat I'm not sure Sir Otto could have accomplished alone.
Your mother's absence is a wound that will never heal. I wish I had known better what to say to you in the aftermath. I could never replace your mother.
Mother would have understood.
Oh, he's going to mention the friend, isn't he?
Just as I do.
She knows about the kid, doesn't she?
Yeah, she was watching, wasn't she? Remember? She was watching down from the tower. But she'd kind of just, she kind of basically answered it as, well, you've got to take a wife. So without him even seeing it, she's kind of gone like, yeah, I understand you've got to do it, but they're having two maybe potentially different conversations. Because he's talking about her friend, and she's like, oh, if you've got to marry the 12-year-old, I guess you've got to marry the 12-year-old.
I have decided to take a new wife.
Watch that. You see that little smug face? That's going to fucking change in a minute.
It's too obvious.
Oh, so's that one.
I intend to marry the Lady Alicent Hightower.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Shit.
This is an absurdity.
You pissed off now?
Rhaenyra.
Oh, God.
I'm your mum now.
I feel that's changed a lot.
Ooh, what the fuck?
Stuff.
Yeah.
Unlike every other lord of the realm, I can say that I built my house's high seat with the strength of mine own back. I've always thought of you and I as having been made from the same cloth.
Is he talking
No,
to
it's going to be the guy that's been attacking the place, isn't it? Because I saw they see. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, it's Daemon.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've heard of the troubles in the Stepstones?
A Rouge Prince is feeding.
Oh, it's just crab feeder shit. It's so gnarly.
I've been petitioning
Yeah.
the king. And the king's failures.
Oh, fucking hell.
The other realm's second sons, Daemon. Our worth is not given. It must be made.
Oh.
What's in their faces?
This creepy bastard.
Oh, what the
Creepy looking motherfucker.
Cool.
Right, so there we go. That was episode 2, The Rogue Prince. So, Jez, what did you think of this one?
I just love it. I enjoyed the first one, enjoyed the second one. It's building up quite nicely, isn't it? It's with the divisions that are now forming politically. And
I really enjoyed this one. I apologise for anybody who looks at me during this episode and goes, is he falling asleep? I am jet lagged to fuck at this point. So there was a point where I sat here going like, brain is...
I think we had a comment on episode 1 actually saying we should look a bit happier, but I did explain it. It's my concentration face of trying just to remember the names.
Yeah, and if you ever see me looking away, it's because I'm literally writing notes in this notebook about stuff. Like I am making notes of all the things throughout the episode. Yeah.
No, it's really good. It's building up all the characters nicely, isn't it? It's setting up for future episodes.
Yeah. This crab feeder stuff seems like it's going to be an interesting thing. We've obviously...
Yeah, it will be. I want to punch Otter in the face.
What did you think the right choice was there then? Who should he have... this is a weird question. Which kid should he have married?
I think from a political point of view, but I think with where they're at in terms of him picking a new wife, I get why he's picked
Alison.
I've forgotten her name.
Yeah.
Alison, Alison, yeah. I see why he's picked her. They've got a bond. I think they've been...
Yeah. I am interested to know, as we were mentioning during the episode, how real that bond is. Because when they're together, it seems quite genuine. But then, you know, Otto said to her, are you going to go to the king? And she was like, do you want me to go to the king? You know, so it was...
Well, it's definitely genuine from his point of view. And she comes across as quite a nice person with obviously some anxieties. Yeah, it's hard to tell,
playing their own game, aren't they? We've got the king who is... The king seems like a good man. He was made king because he was the oldest male heir. So...
It's hard. You almost need, like, the perfect king would be a bit of him and a bit of Daemon.
Yeah.
Like, Daemon's
too rash.
Comes across too ruthless and he's too rash. Yeah, he'd just burn everyone else to the ground. I don't know. It's.
I am enjoying learning a bit more about the dragons as well.
Yes,
I liked mentioning this massive fucking dragon that it was kind of hinted at. It's called like Vhagar, which they said was like, you know, some like mother of dragons type.
Is that the one they were saying went and found? They reckon has gone off and
somewhere.
Found
but they kind
somewhere.
of alluded to it being a massive dragon. So that's quite a cool thing. And we got a little bit about, like, obviously like a dragon hatchery with the eggs in, because we saw Daemon steal one of the eggs, which was the same egg that the king had planned to give to his son.
Yeah. What dragon was it in Game of Thrones where they had the huge dragon skull?
Yeah, they had
in the caves. What
appeared in the beginning of this episode. They mentioned it appeared in last episode as well.
I've got a memory like a sieve.
Yeah,
you know,
that
when it comes to names and stuff and things like that, I'm really forgetful. Okay.
Balerion is like, from what I think I read, it was like the biggest dragon. There's a really interesting article actually that I saw on IGN the other day. I didn't read into it too much because I didn't want it to give me any spoilers, but for this episode. But it's talking about all of the different tells you a bit of information about all the dragons that are known of. It could be a bit spoilery because I think obviously there's this other book, right, that this series is based off, Fire and Blood or whatever it's called, and so maybe there's dragons in there that we don't know about yet. But I think Balerion was like one of the biggest dragons. And I mean, the king's been put in just like such an awkward position, hasn't he? Here, like we say, like
he had two choices, both were bad because obviously Alicent is going to piss off.
Well, that was the funny thing, wasn't it? We saw them at the end, and the king announced that he was going to get married again, and you saw the smug little grin on Corlys. And his daughter seemed kind of knowing, like, oh, he's going to do it. And then it was like, oh, actually, I'm going to marry Alicent. And you just saw both of their faces.
I think it was obvious from when he was looking at that dragon stone that had been fixed before his daughter walked in, and then the conversation with her.
Yeah.
We can see it going that way.
Kind of. I mean, to us as an outside onlooker, it seemed kind of obvious throughout that was the way he was going to go, right? It seemed like that would be the one he would pick.
Yeah.
He's a good man, but he's not necessarily a good king. He's a little bit Ned Stark in that way, you know, that's quite honourable, I guess, and sometimes...
Nice family man as well.
And we know how that ended for Ned. So we'll see how that goes. How that goes for him.
Can we just say, I've forgotten the name already, but just how menacing does Daemon's dragon look?
Syraxis
looks a right evil fucking thing, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, like I say, it's very snaky.
Yeah.
Of course, we have to have a Syraxis and a Syrax as well. Like, you know, just to make it more awkward, the two dragons that are in there, names are very similar, just to add a bit of confusion in there. Corlys is obviously trying to get Daemon on side, and though he says to him, doesn't he? He kind of starts insulting the king, and Daemon's like, no, I can say what I want. You can't fucking say that about him. Like, you know, so he does still care about his brother. He has got that.
Yeah, he does. He still has that care and respect.
He just, you know, he feels like he's being undermined, and what he deserves is being taken from him. Also, you know, what is going on with the king? Like, what's the sickness he's got? Is it the old dragon scale or whatever it was called from Game of Thrones? I'm not sure. I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. My memory of dragon scale was a bit different to that. It was a bit more kind of stony.
It was a bit stony, but
his looks more. They mentioned about it being more rotting.
About the rot, the maggots taking the rotten flesh.
Is it some type of leprosy?
Could be. I don't know. If we're supposed to know what it is, then we maybe we completely missed it. But I can't think of anything else stand out that it would be. But yeah, dragon scale was definitely more. Yeah. Well, it was very scaly, wasn't it? And, you know, we were talking about that Rhaenyra, she's obviously got, like, a good head on her shoulders, right? Because she was presented with all these knights, and she's like, yeah, but have any of them actually had a fucking fight?
She's already got that queen material there, hasn't she? That leadership. She's showing signs.
There's definitely like some links you can see between her and Daenerys, like in their personality. Yeah. Hopefully, she doesn't burn everybody to death, but there's definitely some like personality traits there that you can see.
Yeah, well, she's definitely gonna. I think we're gonna see her pissed off side in the next episode.
Yeah. Well, we don't have long to wait for that one, Jez, because that one is on tomorrow morning. So
we'll be watching that in about 12 hours time.
I'll sleep before then because I am knackered. Thanks, Florida. Cool. Right, anything else you want to say about this one, Jez? Or are we going to sign off?
No.
Cool.
That's
okay.
Good.
Well, thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. If there's anything that we've missed there that we should know about, but, you know, I'm tired and we've just missed it, please let us know. But don't reference things from the book this series is based off of that we couldn't possibly know about having read that book. You get what I'm saying. We don't want spoilers in that regard. But if we miss anything like the cat's eye dagger, I believe it was called last episode, please feel free to tell us about things like that. Also, remember to check out allmaverick.com, where you can check out our videos, our blogs, and our podcasts. And you can head to twitch.tv/allmavericklive, where we will be back streaming after a little break on Tuesdays and Thursday evenings, playing some of our favourite games. Also, don't forget to head over to allmaverickmerch.com, where you can check out our newest merchandise. We've got t-shirts, all kinds of cool stuff on there, and hopefully we'll see some merch for House of the Dragon very soon. Cool.
Hope so.
Okay, everybody. Well, thank you for watching, and we will see you next episode.
Awesome.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.